Hey there, welcome to Full Blast TV. I am your host Charlie Snan.
And I'm your analysis Amber Michaels.
In today's episode we put the details of the new evidence released on George Zimmerman in full blast. Are you ready? Because here we go.
According to Time.com, a new collection of evidence has been released itemizing the police investigation into George Zimmerman's actions after he murdered Trayvon Martin. In addition to that, the latest bundle of documents is about 284 pages worth, and is an accumulation of witness statements and investigators' reports collected by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the FBI in the weeks succeeding the February 26 shooting. Although some of the document is heavily redacted, it doesn't contain any shocks. However, they do confirm the degree to which authorities, both local and federal, ramped up their evidence gathering during late March and early April after the story made front page news across the country.
Last Friday, the 28-year-old Zimmerman walked out of jail after posting $1 million bail, a sum that was increased from his earlier $150,000 bail after it was discovered he and his wife Shelley lied about their finances. Furthermore, the 28-year-old is charged with second-degree murder in the shooting of the 17-year-old teen. Despite that, Zimmerman has maintained his innocence, claiming he shot the young man in out of self-defense. While we can't cover everything in those documents, we'll give you the key points instead. First up, Trayvon family members are sure that the voice crying for help on 911 tapes is Martin's.
The people close to the teenager maintain that the unidentified voice screaming for help on 911 tapes from the evening of February 26 is their fallen love on. Besides that, an investigator talked with Martin's cousin who stated he would swear to it on a stack of Bibles. And Martin's mother, Sabrina Felton, also verified to investigators that the voice was her son's. In addition to that, the same cousin stated that he hadn't witnessed Martin smoke marijuana that day, and the two had spent a portion of the day together.
And now the police disagreed on the degree of Zimmerman's injuries following his clash with Martin.
The first officer on the scene stated that Zimmerman continued to bleed from the nose once he reached the station and had been cleaned by paramedics. On the other hand, another officer who spotted Zimmerman walk in did not notice any injury to Zimmerman's nose, however documented that Zimmerman was groaning in pain. Nonetheless, photos released from the night of the incident display injuries to Zimmerman's face and the back of his head.
Following that, more accounts support Zimmerman's version of events in his fight with Trayvon Martin.
Likewise, the new evidence specifies Zimmerman's back was wet and covered with grass when police picked him up, which would substantiate his version of the story that evening, in which Martin assaulted him and pushed him to the ground. Nevertheless, most witnesses up until now were unable to corroborate who was on top during the fight. Nonetheless, a new witness now maintains that the man on top during the fight was Martin, the same one on the ground motionless after the gunshot. Besides that, this evidence lends credibility to Zimmerman's story of self-defense.
Next, Zimmerman and Sanford Police Chief Bill Lee exchanged emails long before the incident happened.
Equally important is that the emails exchanged between former Sanford Police Chief Bill Lee and Zimmerman in September indicated that they worked together during Zimmerman's time as a neighborhood watch volunteer. While in the weeks promptly following Trayvon Martin's death, Sanford police asserted they had no idea who Zimmerman was. But a video surfaced in May of a 2011 City Hall forum in which Zimmerman publicly condemning the lazy work of Sanford police officers and alleged to have gone on ride-along in police squad cars. However, in the emails, Zimmerman disclosed to Lee that the Neighborhood Watch program re-established his faith in the Sanford Police Department. Interesting enough, on June 20th, Lee was fired in the midst of accusations the police had messed up their handling of Martin's death.
Moving on, Zimmerman may have been influenced not by Martin's skin color, but rather his hoodie.
After the FBI interviewed dozens of friends, family, and co-workers, they found no one who stated Zimmerman was racist. Subsequently, damaging the accusations that the shooting of Trayvon Martin may have been Racially driven charges the FBI had prepared a probe to distinctively investigate. Additionally, a gang specialist with the Sanford Police Department informed the FBI that Zimmerman's actions may actually have been triggered by Martin's apparel. Incidentally, a local gang called the Goons is known to sport hoodies in cold weather. Meanwhile, Sanford Police Detective Christopher Serino, the department's lead investigator into the Martin killing, informed FBI agents that he believed Zimmerman was a lax guy with a little hero complex. However, he is no racist.
And here where it gets interesting. According to his ex-fiancée, Zimmerman was prone to rage and aggression.
Zimmerman's ex-fiancée disclosed to investigators that Zimmerman had a bad temperament and was prone to road rage. In addition to that, she also informed the FBI about the way the relationship went downhill after they moved in together, stating Zimmerman became overly defensive and territorial. Besides that, friction between the two climaxed and the breaking off of their engagement in the midst of mutual filings of domestic violence complaints in 2005.
Next on the agenda is new evidence validates details of earlier crimes Zimmerman had alleged took place in the area.
George Zimmerman stated he believed Martin was going to break into one of the homes in the gated retreat at Twin Lakes community during his 911 call on the night of the incident. In the call, he cited numerous burglaries and crimes that had lately taken place. Likewise, the evidence released Thursday verifies that 7 burglaries, along with several drug offenses and larcenies, had been reported in the community between March 2010 and March 2012.
Last but not least, a friend of Zimmerman's offered to be his media consultant.
It seems ABC and NBC provided meals and airline tickets to an unnamed friend of George Zimmerman. Moreover, the person, who's known Zimmerman for about 6 years, has widespread media experience and offered to be a consultant on his behalf as the case gained national awareness. Furthermore, according to his witness statement, the man flew around on behalf of Zimmerman endeavoring to secure for him a television interview.
In recap, George Zimmerman ceases to amaze me. How in the hell this guy continues to get off is just unbelievable. In addition to that, how in the world did they make bail for $1 million? While this new evidence still keeps him in the hot seat, some of it on their hands gives you an understanding why he did what he did. However, regardless, he still killed that boy, and not in self-defense, considering he's the one who pursued him with gun. And I ask anyone, if some big guy with gun comes out at you, will you not defend yourself? I get he was wearing a hoodie and he looking around house in the rain. However, it's the police's job to pursue and question him, which would have resulted in either them giving him a ride home or hold him at the station until his father picked him up. In either case, he would still be alive. So him playing the victim card is ridiculous, considering he started the fight and at the end day he did not have to kill him. He should have just let the I steal with Martin, instead of trying to play hero and becoming the most hated person in America after Casey Anthony.
And to close the show, we will ask you, the audience, what you think about today's topic.
Do you feel differently about this case?
Besides that, do you think Zimmerman's ex-fiancée may be onto something with her admission about her time with him?
Well, this ends today's show. I am Charlieson and signing off. And be sure to catch the next episode on a Full Blast TV.
Good night, everyone. I am Amber Michaels signing off. Oh, and please comment and rate us. Your feedback would be great.